Hello guys, I've been watching Nikki tutorials way too often lately. So I wanted to film a video that's kind of like I guess like an update type video, because I haven't been like vlogging about life in general. I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up about what's going on in my life. We did cast member or Disney Springs cast days, which was like, I guess Sunday, I think it was. Yeah, it was Sunday. That was the day we went bike riding. That was also community day. So Sunday was really busy. We went bike riding and then we went back to Disney Springs later on to play Pokemon Go. That part was successful. What wasn't successful was my shopping, because Jared and I are trying to kind of like save money where we can. Not like excluding ourselves from going out and having a good time, but like just trying to not spend any extra things that like we don't need on a daily basis, which meant that cast days was really important to me. If you don't know what that is, it's basically Disney Springs. It's kind of like Black Friday for Disney Springs, except the sales aren't like that percentage, not that much off, but like a wide range of stores will be having discounts, which typically don't have discounts. So in that sense, it was a big deal. And it was anything and we do get discounts on a regular basis, but like for a small percentage of the stores. So it was like 50% of the stores had discounts, stores and restaurants, mind you, which kind of made me upset that Jared and I were like saving money, because that would have been a great opportunity for us to have like lunch and dinner there. But it's fine, it's whatever. Reason why it was such a big deal to me though was because there's I don't really spend a whole lot of money on makeup often, but there were two things that I like absolutely love and that work really well, and it was the Clinique Clarifying Lotion Acne Solutions #1. It's the blue bottle. And then I swear by this concealer, Benefit Airbrush Concealer, which it says airbrush right here, you just can't see it. I swear by this. This is like the best concealer ever. Like you can put it, it's easy to put on. I cannot rave enough about this, but this is not a makeup video, so I'm not gonna rave about it. But I wanted to get this and that, and then they had, Amorette's was doing a little Mickey Mouse cake, but it was like, looked like a cast member like hat, and I was like, you know what? I've been really good about food and stuff lately. I think I'm gonna treat myself to a little sweet treat to have like with coffee in the morning or something. And so those were the three things that I really wanted to get. Everything else I was just gonna peek in and see what happens. Long story short, Sephora was sold out of literally everything. We did go there on the last day because it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday was the day we went. And we went in the late afternoon because that's when community day was going on, and they were sold out of so much, and I was devastated. I could tell that the workers there were like a little stressed, probably because everyone was so annoyed. But like when I went to go get this concealer, I saw that they didn't have my shade, and then the guy tried to sell me another concealer, and I was like, no, I want this concealer. He's like, yeah, but this is just as good. And I'm like, no, I want this concealer. And not to sound stuck up or anything, but I literally have a sample size selection of all of their products, so I know what all their concealers are like, and I know that this one is the best one for me, and specifically in the shade. And when I went home, I realized they didn't even have this. The one that I was looking at getting was the brightening one, but to shorten the story for those who don't care about makeup, long story short, also this is the sample sized one. Like literally it's empty. I just finished it like today, really. But I went on Amazon that night, found some for a decent price. It wasn't discounted, but I found some on Amazon and I got it 2 days later. Didn't have to wait on their waiting list, didn't have to pay for shipping. I got it Amazon Prime, and it's like 10 times bigger than I was expecting it to be. So very excited about this. I did get also the Acne Solutions lotion. Problem is, I didn't realize it wasn't going to be in stock until August, so I'm going to be out of it for about a week, which is fine, I guess. I have other acne stuff that I could use, but like, I also went to Amaret's to go get that cake, because like I was devastated when we went to Sephora, so I went to go get the cake at Amaret's, and they were sold out as well. So that, and we had issues at Wetzel's Pretzels, because Wetzel's Pretzel was having a special, but apparently the cast didn't know that the special was still going on, and so that was a thing. So long story short, cast member days at Disney Springs was not successful for me. It was successful for many other people. Again, it probably was also because we went on the last day, but we had a good Pokemon Go community day, and we went bike riding that day, so that was fun. What else is going on in my life? Oh, on to Jared finding a job, for those who don't know. So Jared was pretty much being paid to go to school, and so now that he's graduated with his master's, yay! We aren't getting that anymore. So he's part-time at SeaWorld, because he was at school, part-time, you know, going to school, part-time working. He's now looking for full-time jobs, which is great. He's been applying to jobs like religiously almost every other day for like about 3 weeks now. He wanted to wait until he actually got his certified diploma and like documentation. Anyway, so we just heard back yesterday from a place. It is 45 minutes away. We prefer to have one, preferably we would love for it to be full-time at SeaWorld, or even full-time at Universal, or somewhere that's like 20 minutes away versus 45 minutes away. For example, he even applied to two actually in Disneyland, you know, in California on the other side of the country, which I'm not against. I'm not against moving to Disneyland, or moving in general if we need to. The only problem would, there's a lot of issues with it. I would have to get a new job, or I would have to get a part-time job, or if I wasn't going to get a part-time job, would we be able to afford it on him? All those fun adulting questions. I'm not going to get into it any more than that. Just asking for prayers, keep us in your thoughts. You know, if you know of anybody in the Orlando area looking for a safety specialist or someone in safety and health, which is what Jared went to school for. But like I said, he only started applying like a couple of weeks ago, and he's already found out about one. He had a phone interview last night, not last night, a day or so ago, so we should find out by the end of the week if he got it or not. And I told him, just because he gets it doesn't mean he has to accept it, because this is only the first out of many that he's applied for. There was one, what did he say, Disney World? There was one that popped up, I think he just said yesterday, for Disney World that he applied to, but it requires more experience than what he has. But like, that doesn't mean that they won't consider him, you know what I mean? The job hunt, I hate the job hunt. Job hunt is the worst thing ever. Speaking of jobs, I am loving my job. I do want to film, maybe today I'll film it, I don't know. I do want to film a video on kind of like a day in the life for children's activities, to kind of give you guys a full linear, you know, a pretty little package on what it's like to work at children's activities. And the more I work there, the more I realize that I'm very, very blessed to get to work there. It is a very coveted job. There aren't that many full-time positions available, and the fact that I got one at all is like the biggest pat on the back ever. I do really love my job. It's not perfect. No job is. I still get stressed from time to time, but I tend to have a lot more fun on a daily basis at work. I still do put too much of myself into my job, and I feel like that's just me. I've injured myself a couple times because I've been trying to hurry to get something done, or take care of something as quickly as I can, but that's just how I am. I am loving it. Like, even though I come home exhausted, like, it's still like, it's not a stressed type job, it's more of a fulfilling type job with its stressful moments. Anyway, moving on from that, one thing that has helped me a lot lately is, you all know me, if you've been following my videos for a while, you know that I love the holidays. I love the holidays probably more than I should. The holidays give me something to look forward to plan to, and something to get excited about, especially if there's nothing interesting going on in my life at the moment, which I'm not saying that there is, I'm just saying in general, and that's how I've been since before I can remember. I've always asked my mom, what's the next event, what's the next holiday, what's the next thing that's happening in our lives, and with the next thing being Halloween and not until the end of August, closer to September, which I'm probably going to celebrate it in early August, to be honest with you. Bring on the pumpkin spice. That's like over a month away, and I have been like just dying this summer. It's just been hot, and I don't like summer. It's always hot here in Florida, and since I don't have any kids or I don't go to school, like there's no, especially now that Jared's out of school, summer doesn't really mean anything other than hot and busyness. And I know that's good for me now, because from what I've been told, pool activities gets kind of boring towards winter months, as you can imagine. But like, I just don't really like the summer. I don't like the hot, and so giving me something to look forward to gives me something to keep my mind on. That said, Christmas in July. Jared and I have been trying to get to go to the mini golf course, which we may actually do this weekend now that I think about it, because I have free complimentary tickets as a customer to go and do that, and that's something that I like to do every July. It's just something fun. It's not even that I really like golfing, I just like the idea of it. But another thing that has really been calming my nerves lately, especially with all of our rain cancellations for things at work, and people being stressed at work as well, is listening to Christmas music. I've been listening to Christmas music every day for almost a week now, and it has been so instantaneously soothing. Like, I'll put it on as soon as I get home. I'll listen to, like, I have several different playlists. I have like a jazz Christmas music playlist. I have a bedtime one that's just like slow songs, and then I have one that's like all of my favorite Christmas songs, basically, in all the different versions that exist. And it just, I put it on and it just instantaneously makes me so happy. I remember one day at work I was really stressed for XYZ reasons, and as soon as I sat down, like, I was so mad and just upset, and I was like, I just want to go home. And I listened to the Christmas music, and I just felt 10 times better. It just put a smile on my face, made me so incredibly happy, and relaxed, and I just love it. So I've been doing that. I also got, I'm trying to put off taking out my Christmas decorations, so I've been watching like digital Christmas movies, basically movies that we have out, like Polar Express. Been watching that at night. I watched, the morning I decided to start my Christmas in July, Jared and I watched Muppets Christmas Carol. Also did watch Mickey's Christmas Carol. I love that story. Oh, I should read the book. I have the ebook on my phone. But just trying to have tastes of Christmas for the next couple of weeks, because August 4th, I believe, is going to be a very exciting day. August 4th is the day that Jared and I are going to the cast exclusive previews for Galaxy's Edge, and I am so incredibly excited. Typically for cast previews, it's hit or miss. It's almost like a lottery where you can kind of enter in and maybe you get to go, or you have to be working in the park. Like, I know a lot of my friends that work at Hollywood Studios have already got to preview Galaxy's Edge. Very jealous. But this year, because they know that we're going to A, be blocked out, or B, that it's going to be very busy, and they're trying to keep people away from Hollywood Studios just because it is such a small park, they have given us the longest time to preview a land that I've seen in the last 5 years, and they've given us so many different options. It's so organized, and I'm so incredibly happy, because I was not expecting to get to go into the preview at all, because I tried to do Pandora and I wasn't able to do the cast preview for Pandora, and all of my other friends were able to. But this, I was able to get it. They gave you 3 different options to preview the park for 4 hours. It's kind of like what they did at Disneyland. You could either ride the ride and do the cantina, or ride the ride and do the lightsaber experience, which you did have to purchase the lightsaber for that. With Jared and I saving money, unfortunately that wasn't an option. I will get a lightsaber eventually. Probably not this year, but eventually I will get a lightsaber. So we ended up going with the just riding the ride and experiencing the land for 4 hours, because honestly that's all that was left by the time I registered, and I registered as quickly as I could, by the way. But that's happening August 4th. I'm really excited. I'm really hoping that they're gonna let us film and take pictures. I can't imagine that they wouldn't, because it's supposed to be a duplicate from Disneyland, and there's already plenty of videos and pictures of that. So I really want to vlog. I'm going to vlog as much as I possibly can for that. Look for that vlog maybe that day, depending on when I'm able to edit it, or at least sometime that week or around that day. August 4th, I'm so excited. I'm ecstatic. We were not planning on going to Galaxy's Edge until probably next spring, and so I'm very excited that I get the opportunity to do this. I'm very blessed. What else am I doing in my life? I love Taylor Swift's new songs. I love all of them. Go check out my Etsy mental awareness, wellness, habit, fitness printable tracker that I have on Etsy. I've been trying to get more into that. Speaking of art, there is a possibility that I might be able to be an animator for one of our children's activities that we do, or community hall activities, which is an animators class we do every Tuesday. I typically work every Tuesday, so it's very convenient. I've actually been doing a lot of sketches to kind of prove to our leaders. As of right now, as of today that I'm filming this, we don't have anyone to do the animators class because she's leaving, I think this week actually. And so they've already been training one of our lifeguards actually that wants to do it, and I know that one of our children's activities CPs also wants to do it, but she's a CP, she's not going to be here very long. So then I would be the other option, and I'm ecstatic about that because I've been wanting to do that, like be an animator, use art for Disney for a very, 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 very long time. And the fact that I might be able to use art at Disney in my job and also do children's activities, which is another one of my favorite things that I like to do, is work with kids, play with kids, kind of put on a show. I get to do two of my favorite things that I studied or, you know, participated in college, and I get to do it at Disney and get paid for it. Like, mind-blowing. I would be so incredibly blessed, and this so that's also something to keep in your prayers for, or just keeping in your thoughts for. I'm going to be practicing, probably as soon as I finish this vlog, practicing a couple of other characters. Basically the way I thinking about it is I only need to do like a couple of characters really, really well, and then I can build on that. Oh, that would be so much fun. But anyway, that's about everything going on now. I will be filming a vlog sometime today about my half marathon training and how that is or isn't going. And Jared should be starting to train with me here soon for his 5K, his first Run Disney 5K. But that is about everything that's been going on lately. Life has been good. Jared and I have been working together to not stress about work or money, but kind of lean on each other and build each other up. We are good. We're good. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.